Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer just over 4 months ago over at Star Wars Celebration, it left many fans around the world very excited and eager for the upcoming footage in the form of a second trailer by director J.J. Abrams, Disney and Lucasfilm, and even creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to answer many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens, as well as providing tons of revelations, twists and turns and surprises that will change how we view the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one. And with that being said, we do know that Disney and Lucasfilm are treating and are really taking a lot of, care into this movie and are really trying to make this movie the best of the sequel trilogy. Now, with that being said, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer 2 of Episode 9, this is where things begin to get very exciting for this movie. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren is inside of his chambers, on board of his First Order Ravager ship, where it's described that he opens up a large metallic container that contains Darth Vader's melted helmet, where it appears to be in some kind of cryo-freeze chamber. As this happens, it's explained that the dialogue of Luke Skywalker is placed over the shot, where Luke talks about how his biggest fear was another member of his family to turn to the dark side of the Force and how he let it all happen. The next describes a sequence in which Rey is meditating inside of a dark cave, where she appears to be floating on top of water, in which she has her eyes closed, where she eventually opens her eyes to a bright blue light, where Yoda's Force Ghost voice is said to play over the shot, talking about the sacred Jedi text to Rey. It's explained to be brand new dialogue by Frank Oz that was recorded for the trailer to tease Yoda's role in the film by Disney. The scenery is described to be very similar to what was seen in the film Avatar, where shots do involve a moment in which Kylo Ren is standing on stage with all 6 Knights of Ren, with 3 Knights on his left and 3 Knights on his right, where Kylo Ren is shouting out dialogue about his grandfather Darth Vader, about his legacy to an army of stormtroopers, jet troopers, and mountain troopers. It's said to be a big speech by Kylo Ren that is teased, where he promises to deliver a stabilized new order that will succeed the Empire and take over every corner of the galaxy. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that Episode 9 is a very important film, not just to Disney and Lucasfilm, but to us, the Star Wars community, the fans around the world, and exactly what really makes these movies succeed. So with that being said, we do know that this film has a lot going for it. We do know that J.J. Abrams is aiming very high. He's very ambitious about this film. He's trying to mark it down as the best of the sequel trilogy. So the one piece that I really want to go over that stands out to me a lot here is where we do in fact have a sequence in which Rey is said to be meditating inside of a cave, where she's floating on her back in the middle of a lake or water, it seems, where she's actually meditating in this cave, where eventually she's said to actually hear the Force Ghost voice of Yoda that is said to be dialogue, brand new dialogue I must add, by Frank Oz, where Disney is set to tease Yoda's role in this film. Now, what's exciting about this is that this does in fact line directly up with what we went over a couple of months now, where we have a moment in which Rey goes over to the Lost City and discovers a place called the Lake of Dreams. Now, this is most certainly the same exact location here that Rey is meditating inside of, where she begins to hear the Force Ghost voice of Yoda, as well as seeing him before her, unveiling new truths about the sacred Jedi texts. Now, the other piece that I do want to go over about Episode 9's upcoming trailer 2 is, of course, Kylo Ren opening up a metallic container that is said to hold Darth Vader's helmet that actually appears to be in some kind of cryo-freeze chamber. Now, as this all happens, dialogue of Luke Skywalker is said to play over the shot, where Luke is actually talking about how his biggest fear was about one of his family members turning to the dark side, just like his father, Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker, and how this all turned out to happen to Kylo Ren / Ben Solo, and how Luke feels it was all his fault. So you can see that they're trying to make this film very emotional still by JJ, and what they're really trying to do in comparison to both The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. And this movie really does have a lot going for it, like I say, when it comes to emotional moments, as far as everything related to Luke, Rey, and Kylo Ren. Now, the one piece that I do want to go over that seems to be a parallel to that of General Hux from The Force Awakens is where Kylo Ren is said to be delivering a big speech to the First Order, and how Kylo Ren is promising to succeed the Empire and to create a new order that will stabilize the galaxy, where he's going to take over every single corner of the galaxy, and that this message is actually set to also involve Darth Vader's legacy, where Kylo Ren talks about it. Now, Kylo Ren is actually considered a good leader to a majority of the galaxy, except for the Resistance and their allies, and that's exactly why they're trying to take them down. Now, what's great about Episode 9 so far is that there's a lot of complex scenes in this film. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.